Okay.
Streaking lights, loud sounds, and instinct are the elements that keep me going. I am fighting my own mission. Nothing's gonna stand in my way, no. Stand up to all the pain and turmoil. Just believe in myself, won't rely on others. I can use power to wipe out the happy and love. This is my planet, fight for my destiny. I have no such thing as weak spots. Don't approve of him, but gotta trust him. This alliance has a purpose. This partnership is only temporary.
Greetings. Why do we have to wear these ridiculous ties? Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome in. How is everybody doing? How is everybody having a day? Everybody's having a day. I just how do you say that in English? I didn't pinch myself. I almost broke my finger. I didn't really bruise my finger. I mean, I was moving my chair and then my finger caught up between my table and my chair, so that kind of happened. Nothing really bad happened. I just felt like the squish. I almost squished my finger, but everything is fine. To the detriment of many. So, well, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing really good, actually. I'm having a hot dog. Not a chili dog, unfortunately, but I'm having a hot dog in my coffee. So, I'm having a nice day. As long as I have a, food and a roof, or a roof, depending on how you want to pronounce it, and I'm gonna be doing fine. So, there you go. But yeah, I'm having a pretty nice day. I'm having really relaxed. And today is a really chill day in the fact that it is kind of like fresh, It has been really freshening it up. It's been really, fresh these days. Around 17 degrees, around 22, 23. So it's been really good. It is one of those, signs that winter is indeed coming. I have never watched that show. That show, I mean. Oh, I love this cover, but it has copyright. or pocket mirror. There we go. Yeah, I have never watched the Game of Thrones, so I know of the memes of winter is coming. I know about the guy that goes, "I'm telling mother," and then I also know about the guy that goes, "Winter is coming." I already said it. Man. I don't know. I don't really know many memes when it comes to like, you know, Game of Thrones. I know about the scenes. I know that show contains scenes. I know about that, and that's as much as I know, as I'm, you know, aware. But since the show is like over, you know, the show it's been over like since a good decade now, I believe. I don't know how many episodes that show is. I don't know how many seasons that show is. Let's check it out now. How many seasons does Game of Thrones have? Game of Thrones has 8 seasons, Jesus Christ. And a total of 23 episodes. From 2011 to 2019. That's a big span. So I don't know, I'm not so sure if I will ever watch Game of Thrones. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Same as with the Hunger Games. Was the Hunger Games you know, a series of movies, or was it a show? I do not really remember. Back in the day when those shows and movies were like, you know, coming out, I wasn't really aware of them. I wasn't watching them because I haven't been really a person. I have not been a person of watching shows and movies. Mostly anime. And I know that kind of sucks to a lot of people because, you know, I shouldn't really like encapsulate myself in just one, you know, one kind of genre of things. So maybe one day I will open up and be like, yo, I'm gonna watch Breaking Bad today, or I'm gonna watch, I don't know, The Big Bang Theory. Maybe people say that the Big Bang Theory suck. One of my best friends says that The Big Bang Theory is like the best show ever. I don't know. Like that kind of dichotomy is making me be like, maybe I should watch it just because for the memes, you know. Maybe I could be like, yeah, Basinga and Biznaga and Paralelepiped and something like that, you know. Basinga, like that. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will one day watch a show. And there's many that I could watch. I know that Dexter. You know, Dexter recently became popular again. So there's Dexter, there's Bones, there's Doctor House. There's a lot of shows that I could watch that I've never ever watched. You know, that, you know, made, you know, popular culture what it is today. Man, I mean, this hot dog really good. I am aware of them. You know, of the comedy that is, you know, me being constantly like, this food is really good. This food is really good. Because maybe many people who enter the stream and they just hear me be like, this food is really good, man. And then they just change channels, you know. It's kind of like how things are in Japan. There's a meme that says, yo, if you just watch Japanese TV, you're gonna constantly hear people saying, "Umae, umae, kore wa umae, umae," and I'm like, this is good. Like, this is some good food. And apparently, that's everything that you will hear in Japanese TV. So I am indeed aware of me doing the same. You know, having a little bit of a pause while I chow down and being like, this is good. Yeah, I know about the, you know, the irony of it. But you know, it do be like that sometimes. But outside of that, I'm doing really good. So that is everything that I want for today. Having a nice day. And you know what entails having a nice day? getting ever so closer to finishing Tormented Souls 2. Not because I wanted to end, but you know, I want to know the truth. I want to know the truth behind everything and anything, you know. So, let me get that game going. The more time we have to play it, the more, you know, the more distance we shift. I guess that. I don't know. It do be like that sometimes. Tormented Souls updated. Did I update it? What's new in the update? Issue 1. Sometimes the main cemetery tomb dial puzzle does not trigger correctly. Well, I'm glad that it didn't happen to me. Sure that you save in the office? Maybe I did. In rare instances, a few items placed in school generator room or are held in the player's inventory. Well, I'm glad that it didn't happen to me. Selecting the fuse items from the fuse box and saving. Okay. Select beta from the left-hand menu. Click on the beta participation drop-down and select rollback 1.2. I don't know. I mean, I'm having some. I'm not having any troubles with the game, so you know. But if I am to experience something, I will definitely roll back to version 1.2. I hope that doesn't mean that I have to like re-download the game because it's gonna be like, you know. Anyways, let's get on with the game. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. That's how the song says. I need to listen to more Black Eyed Peas. I feel like I've also missed out on a lot of their cool songs. So that is something that I gotta look forward to in the near future, I guess. Also, why is my connection to Twitch this bad? Hold on. I'm sure that nothing is actually like updating in the background, so I'm not so sure why my connection to Twitch is actually like tweaking it. I really don't know. I am not aware of anything else using my internet. Something is. Well, that is my GPU, yes, but what about my network? Yeah, it seems like only OBS and Spotify are using my internet, but I'm not so sure why. Well, there we go. We have now stabilized, so everything should be fine, I guess. Also, let me know if the game has any kind of sound. I don't think. Yeah, we do. We do have a sound. So here we go. Let me bring up everything and anything. Also, let me bring up the Twitch thingy. And by the Twitch thingy, I mean the overlay. Not made by Twitch. It is actually a program that I use called Transparent Twitch Chat. Although you can have any kind of chat you want. It basically works with web sources, and it just makes them transparent. So that's pretty good. So here we go. Time to torment them souls again. Gee, I sure hope that I don't have to play it again just to get the best ending. Isn't that right, Silent Hill F? There we go. That actually took a little bit of a while. So what was the last thing that we were doing over here? I have the thingies, and by having the thingies I need to go to the place to put the thingies. Isn't that very straightforward? I could have done it like last stream, but I didn't have enough time, so I'm just gonna do it again. And by again I mean for the first time, technically. I have to go to the second floor if I remember correctly. I think I do. Yeah, I gotta go to the science lab. Me when I science it up. How's everybody doing? Are you guys sciencing it up? I hope that you guys are sciencing it up. Did I pick up everything from here? There's nothing to pick up actually. Din, din, din. This game looks fantastic. I love them. the visuals of this game. Not so much when it comes to the player models or like the NPCs and everything, you know, but the environment is pretty good. This is kind of what HDR. Well, I imagine this is what HDR actually looks like. Watch out, guys! There's a monster in the on the door. Ooh, spooky. It's a monster from the Nest Lake or whatever. Look at that shadow. It looks pretty funky. But yeah, I have never experienced it. Well, I technically have. My monitor is not HDR. My phone has HDR. But I cannot really tell the difference between something that is HDR and something that isn't. Because it is not so much frequent that I see any kind of HDR content. So I don't know what the differences between one and the other is. I'm HDR challenged there. When it comes to OLED, yeah, I know what an OLED looks like, you know, what actual, you know, turned off pixels look like. So maybe someday I will actually like buy an OLED panel, maybe. So this is the snake. I'm gonna put the snake. Well, first of all, I'm gonna put this thing over here. I'm gonna go with the assumption that the higher they go in the, you know, the position, the higher they actually are in the food chain. What's this? The fly. Interesting. I mistook a fly for an eagle, and you are this thing. And there you go. Well, I'm glad that this wasn't like a positions thingy, like this thing is looking at this, and then this looking at this, and this looking at this. Although I imagine that it would have been a very valid interpretation. Let me finish the hot dog. Just a minute. Just a second. There we go. Okay, I finished my hot dog now. Combination key. What can we combine with this key? An ornate combination key with 3 rotatable dials. Interesting. How many combinations do you guys think that we could do? I mean, I could try to... Let's put Jesus above all. There we go. What is it that people say? Love, peace, and what? I don't know what they say. They do say love, peace, and something. I'm gonna try to... Actually, I don't think there's something that would tell me, oh, you put this in the right, you know, direction or something. I believe it's gonna be depending on the door. So, you know. But that makes me wonder, where exactly do I gotta go? Well, actually, I should go to the archives now. Let us go to the archives, so that way we can archive the internet. I heard something about... I'm not so sure if it is the Internet Archive or if it was like another archive. Like archive... .sh or something, I don't know. But man, oh man, the panic that everybody experienced when the Internet Archive actually like went down. It was kind of like a wake up call for everybody to be like, hey, you know, don't just centralize everything. So we have the science lab. I went on a circle. Good for me, good for me. I went on a circle. What does this thing say? The strong will devour the weak. Isn't that how it always is? 11 out of 10 people would say so, yes. So here we go. The elevator has no power. Why doesn't it have any power? Didn't I come here from there? Well, maybe something else happened. Maybe there was a disturbance in the force. So in the end, I do gotta use the stairs anyway. So I kinda was going in the right direction. I don't know why I did a full 360. And also I'm glad that I didn't miss those. There we go. Oh, but I imagine that I definitely missed a lot of things there. So to my detriment, I should keep going. I am alive, but at what cost? Speaking of, did I miss anything from here? No. Opening doors, the game. Which I guess people could say that, you know, that's basically all survival horror games, but, you know, we love doing that. We love going to places, and then those places have other places we can go into. I'm surprised that there's no ghost in this school. That often strengthens the saying that goes, "Don't fear the dead, fear the ones who are alive." But how alive could you be in a place like this? Therein lies the difference between being alive and living. I gotta go over here. I take it that I don't need to use the elevators anymore. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. As Mother Miranda used to say, that is a question for the wise. Yeah, let me go here. I believe I did leave one of the enemies alive, so that's something that I gotta watch out for. I don't wanna, you know, I don't wanna risk more life than what is less necessary, which is my own. Do keep in mind that I say life and not lives. So it's not like I'm sacrificing anybody but me. Could there be that there's an enemy over here? I thought that there might be, but I'm glad that there's not. So let's see, there's a robot. Mr. Robot. That's another show that I haven't really watched before, Mr. Robot. The same friend that recommended me The Big Bang Theory also recommended me Mr. Robot. Oh, there's the guy. Come here, kitty, 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 kitty. Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. There we go. That guy's gonna be the death of me whenever I actually get to come back here with bad health. Just you watch. Just you watch. Also, I'm glad that the enemies are not respawning. That is something worth praising. I also wonder how long the speedrun of this game is. I've been, you know, spending a lot of time in this game. Well, more so investing, I guess. Well, I mean, I'm having fun, so it is indeed investing. I'm investing in my divertiment. Divertiment? I guess divertiment. In my entertainment. And by proxy, I'm also investing in yours. So here we go. We have an woo, we have and we have an So let's see. I imagine that this is gonna be the thing. So when it comes to the wolf, I imagine that it means the moon. I don't know what that is. Is it the sun? I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it is the sun. What even is that? That's the yin and yang, the big teacher or the big master. I don't remember. Do you guys remember? I'm gonna say that that's a constellation. Or maybe the upper one is a constellation. Yeah, the upper one seems like a constellation. The one in the middle seems like something divine. And then the other one seems like, you know, just a wolf. Just an awu. Well, actually, that may be it. I'm gonna try this, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna try with the cross. There you go. Oh, let's try with the cross then. Crossing my fingers, this works. And if it doesn't work, then maybe it's the yin and yang. Didn't work. Maybe it is the yin and yang. Because what else could be a you know, something from the sky or something. Let me try the yin and yang. Didn't work. Do you guys remember that show? Well, I mean, you guys will remember that show. But do you guys remember that episode from the Powerpuff Girls? The see me, hear me, know me, as in Noma. I remember that. Oh. So the wolf is the moon. There's no question about it. The one above could either be the sun or just a star. And the one in the middle is still, you know, still seems like something divine. Something so demure. So I'm gonna try with the sun. And then this. And if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna rotate between one or the other. So let's see. Didn't work. It's gotta be one of these. It's gotta be one of these eventually. I don't believe it's the moon. Didn't work. Please, I want to examine it. My life depends on me examining things. That kind of reminds me of that episode in Gravity Falls. I have really not watched Gravity Falls, but I watched that episode in which a guy that looks like it came out from Street Fighter, you know, comes to life. And then Deeper or Diaper, I don't know what his name is. He says, "Yo, can you please stand still?" And the guy's like in his idle animation, you know, just bobbing up and down. And he's like, "I'm as still as I can be." Well, that's me while examining things. Could it be the one in the universe, you know, the drawing of the universe is like, you know, the heart because, you know, because love and everything. I'm kind of pretty sure that this is the thing that, you know, needs to be here. So I'm just gonna rotate between the ones on the other one. Technically speaking, I could brute force it, you know, faster this way, but I don't want it. I already messed that up. Let me change to this and then this. I cannot really guide me with this. I just gotta. Oh, there we go. So, how exactly is? Well, I mean, unless that is like an, you know, how do you say that in English, eh? Unless you look at this as being in an ovum, eh? Is that how you say it in English? An ova, an ovum? I'm gonna say it's an ovum, eh? If you want to look at it like that way, but I'm at least I'm glad. Hello. What are you doing here? I knew you'd come to the director's office. If the things Santa draws become real, then you'll need help. Well, actually, she's not evil, so... Isabella, it's too dangerous. You should have left already. I can't leave you on your own. Anyway, it's not just me. I found us some real backup. He's on his way. The military is coming its way. Military squad should be here at any moment, said the guy. Actually, I'm not so sure why Kaufman actually thought that a military convoy was gonna like be in Silent Hill. Like, why? But you know, that's Kaufman, you know. An outsider I ran onto in our way here. Oh, that's Miguel. I'm thinking now that Miguel is akin to that guy in Parasite Eve 2. You know, the guy that Aya meets in the second game. You know, he kind of plays a similar role in here. You know, I don't know. He carries a gun and knows how to use it too. Oh wow, we're saved. He saved my life once already. He went to get more ammunition. But he promised he'd meet us here. Fine, but I can't wait. I cannot wait around. I'm gonna scout out ahead. You head back here and shout if anything happens. Was she here all along? I don't think she was here all along. I mean, I didn't even bother to check. I'm sorry, Isabella, if I didn't, you know, if I didn't like notice her. I know that I technically just saved up, you know, some minutes ago, but I feel like I should save again. So look at this doll. She looks like Annabelle a little bit. Ooh, I'm glad that I didn't get caught by that. These shelves contain a collection of very ugly dolls. How dare you? Uh-oh, somebody fell down the stairs, eh? It kind of sounded like somebody did fall down the stairs, eh? Like, oh, it's full of books that the teachers would have once used for their classes. There's also a stack of files, but nothing that could be helpful. Fascinating. There should be more traps, you know, coming my way. Painkillers, well, isn't that, you know, quaint? Man, I feel like I should save. Should I? Should I not? I don't know. Let's see what's in this place. I hope nothing comes, you know, from the corner and then smacks me, and then I lose consciousness. That would be pretty bad. School janitor's Hoab diary. Professor Teresa is dead. Last night and the night before that, during my usual patrol, I found Miss Teresa in her classroom. She was simply standing there, and I saw her standing there, staring at an empty blackboard. I asked her what she was doing there at that hour. Without taking her eyes off the board, she answered in a tired voice. Every morning, Brother Soto's son, Martin, would bring me an apple and place it in my hand. He carefully cultivated and harvested the apples in the school nursery. I never gave it too much thought. The cult chose him as an offering last month. You remember? You ate of his flesh too, Joava. I had nothing to say. She told me she would stay a while longer, that she still had work to do. I hadn't walked far down the hallway when the resounding crack of a gunshot from behind me stopped me dead in my tracks. The police cleaned up the scene early the next day, but the smell of putrefaction had only grown more intense. As if the professor's body was still there. She kind of was still there, slowly decomposing. Yeah? You have to close off the room and make a space for the children in the basement, so they can continue their classes. Also, that's why the computer room is actually there. I can't stop thinking that God has abandoned us in this place. I am God. God is me, said Sonny. It looks like someone has hidden a collection of picked clean bones here. Well, I'm glad those are not mine. Unless something else comes in the corner and then tries to, like, kill me, you know. Then I gotta be ready to do that. Hello. Whoa, spooky. Yeah, there's indeed something here. The only thing that I gotta worry about whenever I get to, like, and if I die, I gotta worry about just, you know, keep in mind of those traps. Otherwise I'm gonna die again, eh? I don't know, I feel like saving again just in case. I don't wanna repeat everything. Plus I have like a million save thingies, so I'm just gonna do that instead. The save point is not too far away. Another I found strong is this one is the town church. Well, I guess we gotta go back there, maybe. You never know what's gonna come next. Let me just do that real quick. What the hell is going on over here? The door won't open. Well, never mind. Point of no return. I either make it or break it. So I just gotta remember the thingy. I mean, unless this is like a scripted death, then I'm gonna be fine. Eh? Hidden room. Welcome to the Hidden Room Palace. Oh, hi. It's not Friday yet. It's not Friday yet. Ow.
Oh my God, Miguel, your neck.
I'm okay for now. But he got Isabella too. And I don't think she's gonna make it.
What do you mean Isabella was or?
Go to her, Miguel. Things are gonna get ugly here.
Well, I mean, if you say so. I'm glad that at least Miguel is alive. Oh no, he's freaky, eh? Watch this guy have like a one-hit kill animation. Or like attack. Oh no, he's gonna run. If you run at me, eh? I'm fine, eh? Bad dodge. Let me get one of these. You have a puppy done? No. Okay, launch at me, bro. What? Run by the boulevard there. I'm pretty sure that I gotta... Look at me being all cool. I mean, never mind. So I wonder if I gotta actually shoot these things. There was a face over there. Oh, actually, there's a lot of dolls. This is very Silent Hill-esque. Bad dodge. Well, I'm there. Yeah, I gotta remember that I was indeed not on fine health. Oh, time to do everything again. So here's here's gonna be the whole thingy, the whole 9 yards. I'm gonna go get whatever I can. Also, where was the thing that I didn't pick up? I know that there was a thing that I didn't pick up. I believe it was here. Hold on. Yeah, let me do the thingy of the puzzle again, then do the key puzzle, and then I'm gonna go back. There we go. I need this. I don't need it. I don't need it. Oh yeah, I also gotta remember that if I try to reload and then... if I don't aim, I'm gonna reload and run. Very important piece of evidence of... you know, mobility or whatever. So there must be indeed a trick of the thing, you know. I gotta do something about the panels. I'm not so sure if I gotta shoot them down. I don't think it's gonna let me shoot them down because Caroline targets the big bad guy. So maybe I gotta do something else. But what is it? What's this? There's something in the air. What's this? There's death everywhere. Let me put this thing here, and then this thing here. You know, everything and anything. The whole 9 yards. And if I remember correctly, the order was the alpha guy, the Awu, the baby and hunting on you tonight or whatever. So that's fine. That is not. Hold on. Back it up. Pump it up, kitty tin 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 tin. Pump it up, kitty cat. Where you at? So go, kitty, go, kitty, go, kitty, go. You just ride, baby, ride, baby, kitty, go. I love that song, eh? Meow, 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 meow. There's no power in the elevator. I hope that there is a save point in the other place. I gotta go the other way again. Although I could have gone here and then here and here, but it's the same. It's the same, man. If you think about it, every flash animation, at least when it comes to the actual files of the flash animations, have every frame, eh? So somebody could make an HD version of every single flash animation ever, if so they wanted to. Would that be considered tracing? Some people would say just upscale the thing, but I don't know. I can see why some people would be opposed to the idea. I could see why some people would not. But, you know, what do I know? So just go, kitty, go, kitty, go, kitty, go. I gotta go through all of this again. Speaking about going through all of it again, I've recently been playing Judgment, the Yakuza spin-off. It's pretty good. I was hesitant at the beginning because I thought, man, I gotta, you know, it's gonna be the same thing as Yakuza again and again and again. No, it's substantially different on a story and sometimes gameplay, you know, gameplay perspective. Hey, follow me, kitty, 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 kitty. Follow me, kitty, 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 kitty. There we go. I would be inclined to killing this guy if it wasn't for the fact that I gotta save my ammunition, which is very important. So here we go. And just go, kitty, go, kitty, go, kitty, go. So the air caps, as far as I'm concerned, were over here. This should do it. Hello, Isabella. So pretty interesting that Isabella said, yo, I'm fine, eh? But then Miguel says she's not. Maybe what we saw was a ghost. Eh? Beep, 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 beep. Hopefully the guy is not gonna be here whenever I get to go around. Because round, 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 I get around. And I get around. I already made that joke, I guess, you know, before. Oh, look at this guy. Ow. Really now? I'm not so sure how that is possible, but sure, I guess that was my final, you know, my final hamon. I'm just gonna kill the guy and then die. I died. I didn't even kill the guy. I'm not so sure why that happened, you know. But it sometimes be like that, you know. Well, let's try that again. It is interesting that you can still, you know, make actions even despite the fact that you can, you know, you're technically dead. I wonder if the same would have happened if I just healed. And you may say, yo, you couldn't have died if you healed, but you know, some games don't even have like, you know, the code to handle that. I imagine that this does, but some games treat death as a state. So, you know, when it comes to one hit kills, some people say, yo, just, you know, bring the HP to 0. Some people say, yo, just bring up the state of death, you know. So instead of, you know, bringing your HP to 0, you just set your life as, you know, non-existent. Now that may been the case, even if I managed to like heal, maybe I would still been dead. Because that flag was risen. Hey, what do I know about Unreal Engine 5? All I know is I gotta kill that guy as soon as possible. Otherwise it's gonna be a pain and a half. If I go here, I think it would be faster, so let me not make the same mistake twice. Did I? There we go. So just go, kitty, go, kitty, go, kitty, go. There we go. Look at the skeletons. I love how the skeletons look like in this game. I imagine that it is technically a very normal Unreal Engine 5 asset, but still, you know, it is kind of charming to see that the skeletons are indeed skeletons. I do wonder if the developers actually like hid or, you know, made something like a cool animation for the skeletons, like a secret. If they did, then congratulations to them. Which actually leads me to believe that maybe there's a UFO ending. Could you guys believe that maybe there could be an UFO ending? I'm not aware of it, if it, you know, if it actually is here or not. But if they actually put an UFO ending, then that would be lovely. I'm gonna use my normal gun, so that I won't have to, like, you know, suffer the consequences of my actions. I shouldn't have a gun here. Oh wait, that's true. I do gotta put maybe I gotta bring the head or the heart of the guy, maybe the mask of the pig head in the basement thingy, because there's a hand that's like that, you know, asking me to kill their son. So maybe that said son is the pig head. Who you call a pig head? You know how it goes. Let me kill this guy then. Maybe I don't even have to use my thingy, but there we go. How many bullets was that? I don't even know. There you go. Serial killers kill 120 enemies. I'm a murderer. But at least that guy is not gonna hunt us anymore. I don't even know why he's alive in the first place. How can you be alive and living like this? Well, then again, the difference between being alive and living. It is indeed very pronounced. At least when it comes to this game. You know how it is. Oh, spooky, spooky, spooky. I think that's the lights. I'm actually not so sure if it's the lights. Hopefully they are, because otherwise it's gonna be very scary. So once I enter that door, I'm not gonna be able to come back. Hi Isabella, how you doing? And here we go again. I don't think I have a puppy down. Yeah, I do not, unfortunately. So let's go save it. Because once things hit the fan, I'm not gonna be able to come back. Which I guess it's a little bit of a bad decision, you know, to not put a save point before the point of no return. You know, between a boss fight that you could, you know, that you will most likely just die from. But, you know, what do I know again of Unreal Engine 5? And actually, there's a save point over here. That shouldn't be too far away from where I am. Actually, no, this is not the place. This is not... Wait, hold on, was it? Was it not? I remember there being a save point here. Oh wait, no, the thing that was is the VHS thingy. So now I do gotta go all the way over here. Unfortunately. But you know, better safe than sorry. Actually, I could have got to the break room, lmao. I'm sorry, I don't know the layout of this place. I don't know it like the back of my hand, I know it like the front. Yeah. Well, actually, that's not even how... That's not even how the saying goes. Yeah, you know things like the palm of your hand. I know it like the back of my hand. Fascinating. Do you remember when people used to say, "Yo, the lines on the palm of your hand actually dictate, you know, who you are and whatever and whatever." I remember when that was like something that people used to say. Did I miss anything? No, I don't think this thing is breakable. It is unbreakable like diamond. Get it? As I said, I don't think I have a poppy down. So I cannot really do much about it. Let me just save. There we go. Maybe it was a bad idea to save with my pipe, you know, equipped. I was gonna say with the pipe on my hand, but no way. Now let us go. I'm glad that we are very, very close to the place. I can still go out. Well, that's pretty good. I wonder what triggers the point of no return. Maybe the... Yeah, the... No, actually, no. What's triggering the point of no return? Oh, so I see the drawing doesn't really appear unless you... Yes, so that, yeah. Whenever the point of no return gets triggered, the drawing is the one that appears. The drawing, not the dragon. The drawing of the dragon. Painkillers, thank you. I'm gonna need those. I don't have that much healing. So go, kitty, go. Kitty, go. I have already done this. Shout out to Mother Teresa for giving up their, her life for education. So maybe that was Miguel and Mother Teresa. Isabella. Where's the drawing? Wait, where's the drawing? I don't think I picked up the drawing. I remember the drawing being here. Well, now it is not anymore. I hope that doesn't count towards an achievement because, the fact that it is not here anymore. It's not cool. Let's just go. I've already watched this. So yeah, what's the deal with this, huh? Ow. Well, how am I doing? I'm gonna investigate my surroundings. So maybe I do gotta bait him into going here. Let me do one of these. Well, I'm glad that healed. Next attack he's gonna do is the grab. Here we go. No, that doesn't seem to be the case. Then, oh, wait. So maybe you just gotta damage him enough times. So I guess I'm just gonna do that. There we go. Yeah, you gotta remember that. That reloading and aiming at the same time is a bad idea. Oh no, he has become angry. I have angered the ghost of Christmas present. Hold this, I don't think that did anything, eh? Uh-oh, what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Oh, now he's gonna ram into things now, I think. You do you. Ow. Bad timing, eh? Hold this. Am I doing? I'm in danger. Eh? No, I don't think actually that does anything. I just gotta keep on doing this instead. There we go. Oh, he actually lounges further anymore, you know, now. Here we go. There, times the charm. Got him, man. Now I imagine that he's gonna become extremely aggressive. Reload. Yeah, you. Hold this for me. Now let me see if I can somehow just do the thing. Ooh, I'm glad that I didn't. There you go. And this should be the last one, actually. Here you go. I'm glad that, you know, just being here doesn't electrocute me. I'm also glad that he's not like, you know, smart enough to just follow me around. Oh no, he was a human all along, eh? I wonder who we saw, eh? Pick mask. So, what was the deal with that guy, huh? Well, that didn't go as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Mostly because of, you know, the amount of things that we did, the amount of things that we use, the ammunition and everything else. Well, you live and you learn, and you hang out on the edge of tomorrow. Look at this dude. Is this Dumbo? I believe this is Dumbo. Yeah? Well, I mean, the guy lived a pretty interesting life. He had this, he had that. Now he has nothing. Hopefully Miguel is fine. Hopefully Isabel is fine. Well, I don't think they're gonna be fine, if I gotta be honest. But let us deliver the pig mask. What does this say? A horrific pig-shaped mask that smells terrible. There's a lot of blood and pus and everything in between. There we go. Another finished drawings. This one is in the town church. Fascinating. Let's see what goes. Isabel!
That pig-headed thing is gone. How you doing, Isabella?
How does it look like?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for everything.
Hush now. There's nothing you need to say. You've given it all here today. Nobody can ask any more of you than that.
Despite my sins, God, in his eternal love, has granted me my greatest wish.
Definitely.
Oh, don't be sad.
Oh, Miguel, no.
Tell this old woman your name.
Miguel. My name's Miguel.
Miguel. I have a son
Uh-oh.
named Miguel.
She looked after me for years. She was always incredibly kind.
Let me deal with this, Caroline. Go and find your sister.
You don't
Saw a
need to
group
be...
of people headed toward
Okay.
the church, and there was a woman with them who looked just like you.
Will you be okay?
Don't worry about me. I've survived worse.
Okay.
I have covered wars, you know. Well, there it goes, Isabel. Now let's go outside and hopefully not die. I believe I technically killed all of the enemies over here except the ones in the basement. And speaking about the basement, I do gotta... Hold on. I don't think this has done anything just yet. Yeah, we gotta deliver the pig mask in the... to the basement. There's also gonna be some enemies lurking downstairs. So that's something that I gotta look for. But I'm glad that we killed the pig mask. It was more straightforward than what I thought it was gonna be. So that's pretty good. Let's see. I would say, goodbye to Beethoven, but I don't think he can hear me. Get it, eh? Let us put the fuse on the generator again. There's no fuses. How am I supposed to go? There was something in the hold on. There was something in the patch files, in the patch notes about the fuses. Hold on. Yeah, because how am I supposed to go to? Well, I mean, I guess I could go there with something. Let's go to the basement and let me see. Is there... I mean, I didn't even open up the hatch. Did I not? I remember I did not open up the hatch. I mean, unless it's open by default. Nope. Locked from the other side. I did not open up the thingy. Uh-oh. I think we may be stuck. So let's check the patch notes, because I do remember hearing something about this. No. Wait, not the beta updates. What's up with... So let's see, sometimes the main character, yeah, sure that, yeah. In rare instances, fuse items placed in the school generator room or held in the player's inventory in 1.2 are disappearing in version 1.3.2. We are investigating why this is happening. For some players, collecting the fuse items from the fuse box and saving in 1.2 before switching over to 1.3 resolves the issue. As an extra precaution, we are keeping the 1.2 version game live as a separate public beta branch, so players can revert back to this version. Select properties, select betas, click on the beta participation drop down, select installed files from the left hand menu, verify files integrity. Simply chip and unlock. Interesting, eh? So that is indeed happening. I'm gonna have to change to that beta and then do the thing again. That unfortunately means that I gotta save the game again. And then do the thing and then save again. Although I could technically continue with the 1.2 version. in the, you know, for the game, and then for a while until I need to save again. So let me just do that. I'm gonna do a second pilot.
Poor Isabella is dead. Cut down by that pig-headed demon. Miguel is badly injured too. I don't even know if he'll make it. They didn't deserve that. Just as Isabella found the son she lost, this happens. It's all so cruel.
It is.
Miguel saw Anna being taken to the church. I swear, Lucia's been leading me in circles, only to drag me back to where we started. What's she up to? I have a bad feeling that everything,
I mean, taking into account the files that, you know, we have been
one way or
reading,
another,
been
will
reading.
end in that church.
Okay, there we go. Let me revert back to version 1.2 because not having the thingy is pretty bad. So let me do that, and I'm gonna do a quick BRB, and then we can continue on the game. So BRB, don't go nowhere. Okay, we should be back now. There we go. There we go. I have downloaded version 1.2. And even though it's set to, you know, do the whole thing, yeah, I imagine that the game still, it did that by default. But yeah, it sucks that the fuses were disappearing. I mean, it was also my fault for not opening the hatch because it do be like that sometimes. But now that we have the thing, now that we have the knowledge, at least we can go on. Hopefully. So let's see. Does the game play as it should? Tin, 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 tin. There we go. Okay, hopefully this will make the fuses reappear. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna die. Let's see. Is the crucifix that I'm holding gonna disappear? There's only one way to find out. Also, I should have cleaned my nose because I do sound a little bit nasal. That kind of sucks. But you know how that goes. Okay, moment of truth, everybody. Does the fuse, or do the fuses reappear again? I mean, isn't fuse kind of a plural thingy? They don't. Oh. Well, what is it that I gotta do now? Unless I use a trainer and then I do everything and anything, then I don't think things are gonna appear. I'm gonna try to load up the game. I'm gonna unfortunately have to maybe load before the boss fight. And if that's the case, then Menoman. Well, I mean, at least now we know how the boss fight actually behaves. I mean, maybe that's what we needed to check the integrity of the files, so that way the game is gonna be like, wait, the fuse dot character or something is not here. We should definitely patch that up. So maybe that's the step that I need to do. So let me check if the fuses are here. Actually, they are, because fascinating, eh? Well, here's the thing. Let me tempt the fate, because maybe, if I do load it up again, maybe now the fuse actually work. I mean, I'm glad that we saved the game in a very, very close state of where we were in the game, because otherwise it was gonna be really bad. So maybe I should open up the thingy. Well, actually, I don't think there's any necessity for us to do that. Maybe I could, maybe I should, maybe I would. I don't know. No, if I load up the one before the boss fight, it's actually not spawning the things. Oh, that sucks. Well, I guess we gotta battle the boss again. But first of all, as a precautionary measure, let me open up the hatch. I don't think there's a big discrepancy between version 1.3.2 and then 1.2.0. Maybe there is. I don't know. I'm gonna probably have to open up the hatch and then beat the boss. There we go. And then save, and then roll back up to version 1.3.2. It is very odd that the fuse is not disappearing. I don't even know why they would or how. But that's something for the developers to actually like figure out, not me. I gotta go to here. Plus, there's also a chance that I maybe missed something. It kind of seems like it. There may be something over there. But maybe that's a thing that I can only grab with the TV thingy. I heard something. No, I don't think I like that something. Hello. Yeah, there's definitely something here. Oh man, I don't want to use my shotgun, but I kind of have to. There we go. And then and only then. There we go. It's either ammunition or my life. Kinda looks like there's another door over here. Interesting. So the fact that the enemies are here does... Oh. Hold on, I'm receiving a call from the bogus. Yeah. Interesting. Flower, Cupid, and the mustache. So something that has to... Well, I mean, that's some flower. That's a sunflower. So maybe sun, the heart, and then a man. Fascinating. An eye. An eye for an eye. I square. Well, I have already killed that guy. Well, we're doing fine. We just do one of these. Let me hit him with the cheeky reload. Helps. So herein lies the thing that we gotta put on the thing. Let me take whatever it is on here. I imagine that it's gonna be of good use to us. There's only some things that we can grab. I cannot remember seeing something here. Maybe it was my imagination. Could it be? Could that have been the case? Could it be that none of this is real? Just like Woody being in Toy Story 2, in Toy Story 5. Wait, is it Toy Story 5 or Toy Story 6? I really don't know. But people are actually like wondering why Woody is in the new movie. And I can see why they would actually like, you know, ask that, taking into account how Toy Story 4 ended up. So the answer is I really don't know. But somehow we're gonna figure that out. Someday. Any day. Oh wait, so I could have gone here. Where exactly is this? Oh, so I can go here from the playground. Okay, well, and if that's the case, then I didn't even need to roll back to version 1.2. I mean, I didn't even know, you know. It's not like I go to the basement too often. But yes, I can go back there from the playground. So let me just go do that instead. Maybe a better outcome could have gone or could have come out from me just going there, but you know, for me healing the thing again. But if we can avoid, you know, just doing that, then you know, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad that there are multiple ways. I'm glad that there is redundancy when it comes to like places that you can go to. That is some good game design. Let's see, the playground was way over here, eh? As far as I'm concerned. Yeah, the playground should be over here. Let us go to the place of the place. And the place of the place. Kindergarten, that should be over here. And if we think about it, the fact that I did, you know, go there from the old save means that we can go here on the new save. So that is pretty good. To be honest, this is the first time that you know, this has ever happened to me in a video game. I know that I don't really know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for the game, right? But you know, I'm just glad that there is a way to fix it. Here we go. The easiest path would be for me to go to where the little thingy is, you know, the way back that is like locked. I sort of saw something here, but I must have been dreaming. It must have been the wind. So here you go. Take this and try and give it back. Wow, just like the ring. There's nothing left to do here. I'm gonna go put myself in danger again, just in case anything, you know, happens. So there's gonna be some enemies going on over here. The enemy, the enemy. You are my enemy. My enemy. Check out this guy. Then, yeah. There's gonna be at least one enemy alive still in here. The guy wanted to kill the guy. Oh, some more gasoline. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna kill the guy that's over there just because, you know, he's gonna be living alone the rest of his pathetic existence. Maybe I should have rolled back to version 1.3.2 before doing all of this, but you know, it is not a big concern. Oh, also, I should have actually gone back. Because there's actually something that we can still get. Silly Billy me. Oh, may get some damage, but here we go. There you go. And kablamo. Do you guys remember that show, Kablamo? I do. Have more ammunition here. Do you have ammunition? No.
Damn.
I only have my nail gun and, you know, the world. Me, the world, and my nail gun. Computer lab. I hope that I killed everything in here. Otherwise, it's gonna be an abomination. What did I just say? So it's gonna be the sun. I love those noises. The sun. Stupid. And the man in the mirror. The man in the mirror. Wow. Unless the password changed. Or the passcode. Did you know what I mean? A hint. Recoil spring. What do these do? A spring that reduces hand and cannon recoil. Well, don't mind if I do. Salmon. And get the thing. Fascinating, eh? Gunsmith. A makeshift triple barrel hand cannon with reduced recoil. Hello, right? I don't have any more shotgun shell. Poor me, poor me. As people often see. And I was gonna recite the lyrics to Jack's Lament, but I don't know them by heart. So in there lies the thing. So let me think of what else I can do to get the thing going. Because you know how it often be. There we go. Time to go back to the entrance. I'm glad that I got the thing. And as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing else hidden in the other parts of the place. That's pretty good. Survival squad. Oh yeah. Let's go outside then. I just hope that the streets are not infested with enemies, huh? Because that would be really bad. What was I just saying? Take that, society. Yeah. There you go. Well, at least he's not a threat to anybody, only to himself. And thus I had to kill him, so that he wouldn't suffer the consequences of his actions. But I mean, he kinda did. There we go. I was gonna say, he has a big animation of him, just going up. So I can definitely, oh, there's another one. Oh, come here. Reunite with your friends. Hi, Canelo. Oh my god, I have Canelo right here. Hi, Canelo. Ooh, Canelo, Canelo. The little babies are inside the house. I love my little doggies. The little doggies, the little dog. Ooh, man. I think I kind of was moving it. So as I was petting Melody, and you know how often you go with dogs, you pet them like from front to back, and I think my hand got caught in the very end of her tail, and she was like, "Why are you stretching my tail?" Oh, the little pool baby. She's okay now. She just got a little bit like, surprised, like, why are you touching my tail? That little baby Melody. For those of you who don't know, oh wait, hold on. Uh-oh, Perception, And there you go. Yeah, for those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, here is the little babies. We have Melody, the little baby, the little princess, and Canelo. Ooh, I love them all. There we go. Those are the babies. So now that I've gone through here, I just gotta go back. It's gonna be full of zombies. Yo, zombie, watch out, There we go. As long as there's not more than one at a time, I shall be fine. I'm already back at caution, so that's not good. But hey, what can you do, Where's the zombie? Where's the zombie? There is a distinct lack of enemies busting through doors, I gotta say. So this could have been a very good opportunity to, for this place to be filled with zombies. But Again, what do I know about Unreal Engine 5? Nothing. Train station. The train station. I think I'm going the right way. Hopefully I am. Otherwise this is gonna be bad. At least for my health, eh? So let's see, I'm indeed in this part of the train station. Let me go here. I could just go here instead. I think. What a neat shortcut. I imagine that, you know, the guy that was helping us, Father Gregory or whatever his name is. I mean, he's not alive anymore. Some people may argue that he never was. And by that I mean, he was not living his best life. He was not living any life. As people would often dare to say. I was thinking that this was a person, no, this is just a statue. So let's see, we have now the key, proper English please, of the thing, eh? It's a rose, a camel, and some guy doing martial arts. So when it comes to the rose, this is not a, you know, not something symbolic. Could it be woman? Maybe. Maybe that's the yin and the yang. I'm gonna go with a limb and say that it's a limb and say that it is. Gotta clean my nose. And the camel, I imagine that that's gonna be the sun, because you know the desert. There's a lot of people dying in the streets in real life, right? It didn't work. I'm pretty sure this represents the yin and the yang. What else could represent the camels? Oh wait, hold on, lmao. Sorry. I misgendered the key. It didn't work. What else could signify the rose? Or the camels for that matter? Camel, bye camel. I may need to brute force this again. Let's see. It could very much be the heart. Didn't work. I don't think the rose signifies the, you know, the love for God. Nor the star. So what gives? I'm just gonna, you know, try everything. If nothing works, I'm gonna go with the assumption that, you know, the heart, or either the heart or the you know, the female symbol means the rose. This is just a man. Maybe it is indeed the heart. I don't think I've ever seen the heart being used in, you know, the other puzzles. So I'm pretty sure the yin and the yang is the man doing the thingies. So the only thing that we can try is changing the last one. Although I'm positively sure that the camels means the sun. Because otherwise I don't think anything else actually, you know, has anything to do with the camels. Maybe this person really loves camels. Huh? I mean, I guess that symbol could be. I don't know. You know how often symbols, you know, represent whatever you want to represent them. So that made the thing, eh? But why? The star? Could it be that? Could it? How many camels is there? So there's 3 camels, which I imagine that means the three kings, and the star is like the star of Belen. So maybe that way, that's how the star relates to the camels. But possibly, eh? That's only my guess. Anything else over here? I don't think so. Also, I have some food on my table, by the way.
Anna! Anna? Are you okay?
Thank you for joining us, Caroline. You can witness the last mess of this filthy church and its impotent god.
Just give me my sister, Lucia. There's nowhere left to run.
But Anna still has a role to play in this story, just as you do.
Wow, eh? You talk too much. I think it didn't work on her because she has no brain, eh?
Caroline, what's happening to me? Anna!
Goku!
Caroline, help me!
That's not what the subtitle says, sir.
Let her go, I'm begging you!
Then stop playing games with me, girl. If you want to save your sister, find me in the underground depths below the church.
You want to game the game. You want to game the game, eh?
God lies, and
Hey, you
where
want to
our
win the game,
destiny
you must find me, John Romero.
awaits us.
I'll be there. Hold on just a little longer, Anna.
Fascinating, eh? Can I lit up the candles? No, that's way above my head. I mean, technically, eh? Because, you know, it's a chandelier. So this is indeed the last section of the game. And I missed that. I'm missing it. Gun shells, don't mind if I do. I wonder if there's gonna be new exclusive enemies to this area. If that's the case, then this is gonna be... It's gonna be, oh boy, pretty wild. These paintings depict the stations of the cross. The elevator is already on this floor. I need something. I might need to use something here. Yeah, I don't have the thing. So I need to find the battery for the thingy. No, let me go up, let me go up, let me go up. Yeah, there's nothing else in here, so I gotta find those things. The three stations of the cross. I wonder what that means. So I think this just takes me outside. Takes me outside. Commercial district, yep. Just as I thought. Something tells me Miguel is gonna die. And I hope that's not the case. The stations of the cross again. Let me check all of the places, because I imagine that there's gonna be something extra that I haven't really grabbed. Maybe that's just my imagination. So good grief, we now gotta find Mother Lucia in the thingy of the thingy. Well, there's only one way to go in that case. I think I was raiding somebody when they were in this part of the game. I think it was Nebo. I do not really remember. But I have a distinct déjà vu of this place. Now let me go here. Hold on. Fascinating. Wait, bro. Wait, how did I get here? I didn't see a door. I was over here. How did I open this door if I was over here? Well, I mean, I'm not the one to question the will of the gods. Yeah, if I was there, I was there. The station's of the cross again. Locked from the other side. It do be locked. It do be locked. Up on the other side as well. When it comes to games like this, everything has to end on a church. Which is pretty fitting if you ask me. Because this game is my religion, eh? Shout out to all the alphas in the chat. Can we get an awoo, eh? Awoo? So nothing here, nothing there, nothing everywhere. I'm glad that there's no enemies in here. There are blood splatters all over this coffin. No signs of a corpse. I wonder what. Sister Angelica's notepad. A sacred mission. Hold on, my nose. I think I may have a slight cold, but just a slight one. Mother Lucia has given me a task as unusual as it is important. As we all know, God resides within every being that walks his green earth. That power which dwells within us all is infinite. I must find a way to harness it in the name of God. Okay. Oh wow. Hold on. That's not it. That is not it either. Not Isabella's diary. Oh, it's Sister Miriam. That's my thingy. That is the puzzle. That is not the thing. That is not the drawing. Mother Lucia. Joseph. Miguel. No. Where's the other diary? Beloved Mother, Isabella's diary. Maybe could it be this one? School janitor's diary, no. Where was the thing that I just grabbed? Should be around here, no. Mother Miriam's diary. That is just a checkpoint. Ah, there we go. Mother sacred mission. Task as usual. Yeah, I gotta harness the power. Mother Lucia says that our mission is to guide humanity to the next evolutionary steps through science, and with the Lord's blessing, I will confine myself to this laboratory until I have achieved my goal. There can be no distractions. God has spoken through Mother Lucia and has blessed me with this task. My life is in the Lord's, and I live for Him. There we go. Fascinating. truly fascinating. Wake room. Wake up! There's a lot of blood. I don't think I need to... Rubber hose. Rubber Jose? There's nothing left in here. No way, Jose. Can I... light this up? No. So why would I need a rubber hose just now, I wonder? Where's my... There we go. There's nothing left to do here. Well, let us go then. I did hear something spooky sounding in the other room. So let's see it. I don't know if I need to come here anymore, but you know, if they're treating me like this, I'm definitely not coming back here. I may pay the price for it later, but you know, not right now. So what about the hose? Do I just need to put the hose over here? Let me see if that's the case. It looked like I needed to put like a big battery, but no. There we go. Up we go! Yippee! Am I in the same place? I did not take the hose by accident, right? Wait, what? Uh-oh. Could this be a distinctive bug from version 1.2.0? Okay, hold on. I gotta get it to the bottom of this. I gotta get to the bottom of this. Hold on. And it says like this: Tormented Souls 2 hosts disappearing. Is this a bug? This is where you need the wire and pliers to keep it in place. Just no bug. I had exact same problem. It's silly. It just falls to the bottom, it says. Oh, hold on. So it's still here. Oh yeah, here it is. Uh-huh. That's just about it, eh? Apparently that's what I needed to do. Okay. Thank you, internet. Eh? What do you mean the elevator has no power? There's nothing left to do here. Okay, so what did that do? Did I not? Do I not need to go up there? I mean, it kind of looked like I could have used the thingy. There's nothing else to do in here, says. Then where do I gotta go? Hold on, Uh-huh. I'm glad that the only bug... Oh, actually, I didn't... There we go. I'm glad that the only bug that we have found has only been the one with the fuse. I mean, actually, we found 2 bugs, one with the fuse and one where I died after shooting. I won't say it wasn't for no reason because I was actually like attacked. Oh, now we can go here. Okay. You do you, game. You do you. Isabella's diary. Foul-smelling fog. It's been 11 years since Caroline and Anna died. This place is unrecognizable. The sun's rays no longer break through those gray eternal clouds. A thick, foul-smelling fog arrived one morning and never left. The suicide and homicide rates have skyrocketed in recent years, along with diagnosis of cancer. Most of the town people have abandoned Villajes. Only a few stubborn residents remain, along with the fishery workers who don't seem to care about... Have I not grabbed this before, eh? Can't even remember the last time I heard a bird sing. I've been here before. Have I not? I mean, maybe I died before getting the thing. So, I think we gotta go to the basement. Fortress Museum. South Corridor. At least that's where I remember that Mother Luce used to say, or where she said that we needed to go to. There's nothing else in here. I mean, as much as it pains me, I do agree that we gotta go save and then, just in case, you know. Man, this place looks wonderful. So this also means that we can change our outfit. Although I'm kind of inclined to just finish the game with this outfit. It's kind of, you know, kind of proper for us to do that. Okay, here we go. Do you have anything else to say, Caroline? Coraline.
Lucia is calling the shots right now, and I'm terrified. She showed me the total power she has over Anna, making her levitate and scream with pain right in front of my eyes. She warned me that if I want to save her, I have to go to the catacombs beneath the church. I'm sure it's a trap, but what choice do I have?
The catacombs. So I'm sure that if the elevator has no power, I obviously need to put on the power on, you know? Do I want to change now? I don't think so. I'm fine with the clothes that I have. My mission, you know, from the beginning of the game was to change outfits each stream. But, you know, that couldn't have, you know, been done. It would have been cool if each section had its own outfits. But, you know. So the catacombs. So let's see. North Corridor. Workshop. Crematorium, museum, torture museum. Where was it that we could get the generator going on? Well, where could the catacombs be? So I just need a small hint on where I need to go because I don't want to go on in circles now. Let's see. So as far as I am concerned. Oh, it's interesting. PQ actually did an FAQ. Well, actually, no, that's an FAQ for the launch date, lmao. Well, never mind. This is gonna be like a big thingy. Catacombs. There we go. Oh yeah, because there were some dials that we needed to do as well. Metal detector. Yeah, but I've already done the metal detector. I believe the catacombs may be where the park was. Hold on, let me check on the thing there. So that's the blueprints. It's the gallery. Cemetery. So yeah, the catacombs. I gotta go here, I imagine. But no, she says the catacombs beneath the church. Maybe this is it as well, eh? Hmm. This is indeed a conundrum. So once I do that, I'm doing this because I just don't want to go on in circles, I believe. Oh, it seems like there's a good ending and a bad ending. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's something that I forgot to do. Well, I mean, it is not like I could have done it, you know, knowingly or unknowingly, as people often say. So whatever ending that I get, it's gonna be, you know, the ending that I get. Go through the mirror, make sure your way, haha. Director's room and interact with the robot sitting in the wheelchair. Use the duct tape on the oil leak in its neck and you can leave back to the real world. Now that you're in the good ending, yeah, I haven't really done that. And I don't think I have the... I do have the tape. I could go back to the school if that's the case. I mean, this is technically a spoiler, but you know, it's not like it is something bad for me and my helper. Okay, setting that aside. Uh-huh. Use the players. Take the elevator up and go to the... I cannot go to the elevator. The elevator says that it has no power. And finally use the players. Take the elevator up and go to the right. This is indeed a conundrum. Well, I mean, I guess in the end I gotta do that because, as I mentioned, well, I mean, I did save on the thingy. Oh man, this means that I gotta fight the pig head again. No wonder this is a slow run, you know. Hold on, let me go back to where the thing is and just let me confirm that the elevator is indeed working, because it says that it has no power. Okay, going back to the arcade and then going back to the thingy. Let me see if I can somehow see why there's no power on the elevator. And if we can figure that out, then we can go back to the school and try to get the good ending. And I say try because we can only try. The elevator has no power. So let's see. Aha, I have already done that. Yes. I got the rubber hose. Then go back into the wake room. And enemy goes, but you can educate. Yeah. Go over the elevator, use the rubber hose and the panel. Then use the wire and finally use the pliers. Take the elevator up and go to the right. But, oh lord, this elevator has no power. Tormented Souls 2. Elevator, no power. I think I got soft lock. Says somebody. Oh man, is this another bug? No, there's a thingy. So you know that we're working on a fix for this and other things, says the developer. I'm on PS5. So there are two ways that we can go on about it. I could probably load the game. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna revert back up to version 1.3.2, and then and only then we can see if the bug with the elevator is fixed. If that's the case, then we can go back to the school. If that's not the case, it probably means that I need to revert back to a previous save so that it counts as the elevator puzzle not being done just yet. So let me do that, I guess. Let me just close the game. There we go. And I'm gonna revert back to version 1.3.2. There's also another beta patch that says patch for 3.2.1, but I don't know if that's, you know, that's just the beta. So yeah, I imagine that it's gonna be the normal release. I'm gonna put none, and I'm gonna download the thing again. So BRB, I'm gonna do that, and then we can do whatever we may need to do. BRB. Well, that was actually way quicker than I thought it was gonna be. So let me just do that. First of all, let me see what time is it. Oh, we still have time. Okay, so now that we are in version 3 point something, I think there's no way for me to actually like check that out, or maybe there is. I don't know. Maybe the general thing actually says app ID build November. Just says build ID. Installed files, yeah. Beta participation, no. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that it actually is version 1.3.2. It's now live. And I think it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna say the thing in the what is it called? In the title screen. So at least we have that covered. Man, it sucks a little bit that, you know, the bugs are actually near the ending of the game. I don't think it's gonna discourage anybody to just, you know, deal with them, but you know. But you know, and we are in version... What version are we on? I don't think it says. Ah, yeah. 1.3.2. There we go. Okay, let me load up the game. Then let me go back to where the elevator is. And if it doesn't work, then man, oh man, we're gonna have to go back to the pig head boss and then do it again. And then do it again. And then do it again. So let's see, are the stars aligned? And then we get the thing? I don't know, let's go to the arcade and find that out. In the end, there was no reason for me to actually switch back to 1.2.0, mostly because I had another path in which I could have gone downstairs. It just was a longer one. We get a do there. Plus, we had to go back to the school anyway in order to get like the best ending. Let me in. Moment of truth, everybody. Does the elevator work? And the elevator has no power. I mean, what do I do about it? What section are we on? There's no math for this. But the thingy should actually say the name of the place. So let us into the commercial district, and this is the church. Church elevator not working. So let's see. And it goes like this. Church elevator no power. How to fix the elevator in the church? Not the one in the beginning, but oh yeah, there we go. Wow, this guy paid Wall the thing so that only members of his channel could actually get the thing. Wow. I wonder if I can download the thing. Hold on. No, I don't think so. Elevator no power bug on easy mode, but at bunker B it says it doesn't have power. It can access. Yeah. Elevator music, eh? My elevator also doesn't work. Says somebody. I managed to get through the non-working elevator. My last save was in the construction office. That's not the one that I'm... The box still remains. Any ideas? Church. I butchered the word church. And actually there's nothing such as the church. Oh man. Stock back church elevator. Yeah. I got on the thing, the powerhouse. The elevator has no power. When I look back at the generator, it tells me there's nothing left to do. Tried a few times. I also tried to install just the hose and then go through the elevator and nothing. One thing I thought may bug it was the model to see a cutscene with Anna floating. He got the duct tape and went back to the school to fix the robot. Yeah, just like me, eh? Have you tried the hose and the wire and then maybe not the pliers? Maybe the pliers are actually, you know. There's someone who did the thing, eh? The same exact thing, same problem. Pull out the card and go to the elevator. That's Tormented Souls 1. School elevator? No, it was the one in the church. Aha, I already done that. Man, it sucks that we are getting bugs like this. Oh! Careful examine the rooms, marshal urns, and take a crowbar and tear down the border up. Oh. To activate the elevator, approach the pedestal and pick up Sister Angelica's tablets with the entry 101 secret mission. I have already done that. Hello, eh? Enter the room adjacent to the funeral parlor, open the cabinet and retrieve the rubber hose. Enemies may appear in the funeral hall, but you don't have to fight them. Head to the elevator in the corner. To activate it, use the rubber hose on the panel. Connect the wire you found earlier and use the pliers to complete the setup and activate the mechanism. But the thing is that it is just not working. I can try and maybe kill the thing, eh? It would be wild if that's what is actually like causing the thing to not work. Ow. There we go. Okay, let's examine this place again. No signs of a corpse. Maybe this is indeed a... you know, a bug that was only present in room. Only present in the version 1.2.0. And since this save was made in that version, all the bugs persist. So I unfortunately will have to fight the big head again and then go at it again. It's not gonna be too bad of a thing, but you know, the fact that we have to is what kills the mood. Man, oh man, man, oh man. Elevator has no power. There's something here, but we cannot do anything about it. And apparently there's a lot of people who actually are experiencing this. How to fix the elevator on the church? I imagine that, you know, it only means the thingy. Bunker. I imagine that must be another thingy, Bon. Not Binker, but bunker. Elevator on a power bug in easy mode, but at bunker B3 says it doesn't have any power. Can access the ancient level last final boss fight because of that. Nope. We gotta go back, boys. We gotta load the save. Somehow. Yippee. Ooh. So excited. Well. The good thing is that I did save in this place, you know, very close to it. So I'm pretty sure that we can speedrun this without major problem, without major issues. So here we go. Let's... I hope that nobody else is experiencing this bug. Well, I mean, the fact that there was a patch for it means that, you know, people have already experienced the bug. Did I get painkillers? I believe I did, yes. So maybe I do gotta warn people about it. Although a lot of people have already finished up the game. What is it with this camera? Oh, time to battle the guy again. There you go. Let me get him over here. I feel like it's gonna be the easiest to do. You do you, big guy. He actually has a very big range. Ow! There we go. I mean, he's close enough to avoid him. There you go. Oh man, no, he had to be on a straight line, otherwise nothing would have, you know. There we go. I'm glad that the second time you get him is not, you know, too ammunition expensive. Okay, you do you, pal. You do you. Oh, I'm glad that didn't get me. I gotta go in a place in which he cannot get me that fast. Oh, he actually grabbed me. There we go. Gotta heal ASAP because otherwise I'm gonna die. I gotta bait him over here, otherwise he won't run at a... You know? Here we go. And there you go. Yippee! We did it, man. Yeah, we have watched this before. There was nothing we could have grabbed. Although it would have been nice for the developers if they, you know, gave you something to heal, at least. But, you know. Would have, should have. I mean, between the fuses and the elevator of the thingy, I'm gonna take the thing, you know, any day. We have watched this already. Let's go back to the other world. Now that we have completed this, I want to go back to the other world just so that we can do the thing. Although I feel like I may need to save. I don't know what to do first. If the other thing or this thing. Hold on. So let's see. When it comes to the girls' restroom, you go through the mirror. Director's room office. Didn't we do that before? Maybe the thingy wasn't there. I'm actually not sure. But I gotta go there again just in case. I know that there's gonna be a ton of enemies. But you know. You win some, you lose some. But personally, I would rather win. I only have one shell and I'm gonna use it wisely. And by wisely I mean I'm gonna shoot the first thing that I see. Also, I may need to go here because the fuses are just not there anymore. So that sucks. But at least we got the power of choice. Pepsi, only my choice. Eh? And I imagine that, well, I mean, I guess it could still mean that it is his only choice, not only his choice. But you know how English sometimes works in Japan. Good morning, me too, eh? Because I think we are really close to where the other thing is. And by the other thing, I mean the playground, which actually takes us back down to the place. Actually, I do remember seeing or going to the director's office. I don't remember seeing the thingy. Actually, I may have to go on a limb again. Because since I don't have a map of this place, I'm not really gonna know where the director's office is. So I'm just gonna go around. There you go. No, I do imagine that, you know, the director's office is all the way around here. Ah, he actually hit me. Excuse me. Stinky hitboxes, eh? I gotta endure that again because otherwise it's gonna be really, really bad. What's with this camera angle? Okay, so the director's office should be... Shouldn't it be around here? I mean, it must be all the way around here, maybe. I'm gonna try and check again. I don't think the enemies have respawned. Well, I'm glad that's the case. Could the director's office be over here? Actually, no, that's a place in which we had to go before. It's all the way over here. There we go. So where's the other mannequin, or the mannequin? I didn't see this mannequin before in the other thingy. I need something to fix this. Oh, so that's only after the battle. Interesting. I do wonder if I'm, you know, going between time lamps or whatever. Maybe this is just one big timeline, and I'm just fixing everything. And I am aware that you wouldn't really know what to do otherwise, you know. There's nothing left to do here. Well, let's go back. I technically got spoiled, you know, how to get the good ending. But, you know, if I'm just gonna do one playthrough of this game, then I better just get the best ending here. So are my demands, so are my requirements. I think it will be faster if I just go here. Hello, Ed. Oh, come on, Ed. Hitbox McGee. Unfortunately, I do not have to come here again. I think I saw something that was grabbable, but that may have been my imagination. I'm not gonna get it anyway. I'm not gonna go back. I'm not gonna go get it. There's nothing else that I can gain out of it. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I'm just gonna regret it later. But that's gonna be for later. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna check on Miguel again just to see if he's okay. I gotta confirm the save instead of the kill, you know. Although before I do that, I guess it would be a better idea for me to go get the thingy, and by the thingy I mean the thing in the playground, the base. Which I guess I better prepare the key again for that. So I remember that it was the sun. Where's the sun? The sun and something else, I don't remember. Oh, I believe it was a mustache. Hold on. And then the other one, maybe it was a heart. But I do not remember. I gotta prepare at least the ones that I know that there are, you know. We go. Let's go to the playground, and then we can enter the basement and then enter the gungeon. Have you guys played that game? Enter the gungeon or the gungeon? Yeah, I believe it's called the gungeon. I have not, but I have heard good things about it. If a game is fun, then yippee, all the better. It should be faster if I just go on a straight line. At this, I do not remember there being any enemies. Redundancy, we love that. Maybe not so much when it comes to like speeches, but as people often say, repetition legitimizes. The repetition legitimizes. I guess I better prepare my shotgun for whatever. Here we go. And here's your song's mask. Ooh, spooky. We're technically watching a live stream through a live stream. Shut up. There we go. And kablamo. There goes my last shotgun shell. And the other thing was a heart. The echoes of the past. I moved the one that wasn't the one that I wanted to move. Once more. For so is the, you know, the fate of every human being. What even am I saying? The bugs are consuming me. And by bugs, I mean the bugs of this game. I'm eating some chicken right now. So that's why you guys are seeing me go. Here we go. I was about to just go back, you know, the way that I came from, but there is indeed something that I gotta do. Some ammunition that I gotta get. Gotta get free, gotta get free, gotta get free, gotta get free. And with no shotgun. I'm not gonna use the hand cannon just for that. Although I'm gonna do this instead. It would be cool if every upgrade that you did actually refilled your weapon, but you know, I don't think that's just gonna be the case. Gonna do this instead. I mean, it was either me or him. I'm not gonna finish the job, by the way. I'm just gonna go on. I know it may have been a little bit of a what is it called? A sunken cost fallacy. The door doesn't open anymore. Someone must have jammed it closed. Well, I mean, that way no bad actors can enter and, you know, do a little bit of grave digging. Oh, hi. Oh yeah, we have the zombies here. The zombies here. Hello, zombie here. Oh, come on. I liked it when it was only like, you know, one of them coming at a time. I could just avoid them, you know. One at a time, take a number. How am I doing? I'm doing fine. And kablam. As long as I can deal with them one at a time, I'm gonna be fine. You. Camera angles. My love and my despair. They do say that from hatred to love there's only one step. But you know, that step can very much be very steep sometimes. Where's the other zombie? I hear them, but I don't see them. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Come here, kitty kitty. There we go. I wonder why they decided to spawn, like, you know, at the same time in the same place. It sometimes be like that, you know. There you go. I should be able to get him right here. Actually, no. Oh, gotta take my distance. Come here, thriller. There you go. I'm glad that they don't, you know, cancel grab me, because otherwise this would have been really, really bad. Oh, thank you so much for the, you know, Jesus Christ, the game took pity on me. But yeah, as I said, I'm glad that they don't cancel grab you. Because otherwise that would have been an abomination. Here we go. I don't think there was anything else that I needed to grab. Did I even grab the fuel? Give me fuel, give me 5, give me tacos on the side. And there goes the guy. Poor guy. I mean, I technically could save right here. And I feel like that's the most, you know, the most sane thing to do. Although, let me do this. Let me do the puzzle for the door that we need to do. And then and only then I can actually save. Plus, I don't know if there was like more enemies over here. I do sure hope not. There we go. Yeah, let me do the puzzle for the door, and then and only then we can save again. I'm gonna do a save before entering the church, so that, you know, nothing else triggers the bug if it ever happens. So let me try to remember this. I know that the camels are the star, because the star represents the Star of Belen, and the 3 camels represent the 3 kings. That's actually quite an interesting connection. And the rose could either be, yeah, female or a chimera, I don't know. Maybe that was it. There we go. Did it? Master key, solve all the things. So I actually didn't get the achievement before, even though I technically did it. So I'm glad that I got the achievement. The fact that I got an achievement for that means that we may be going on a good path, you know. I'm gonna hope, because we can only hope, that the bug is fixed in the 1.3.2 version. I wonder how people, you know, finish the game before that. It is indeed a mystery. Time to save. Gonna do one over here, yeah.
Poor Isabella is dead.
Yeah, we already know.
One way.
I like that song. It is a good song. It is one of the songs of the game. The song of the year. The goatee of the year. I love saying that, the goatee of the year. Game of the year of the year. It is like how people say a Shiba Inu dog. It is like saying a Shiba dog. Which I like it because dog, you know, 2 times dog equals dog to the square. Well, actually, well, yeah. I mean, dog plus dog means 2 dog. I do not remember how to do that, you know. I do not remember the conditions in which something gets to the square power, to the second power, or when something is 2 times, you know, 2x instead of, you know, x squared. Well, not squared. X to the raised to the second power. You know what I mean, eh? I gotta clear my nose somehow. We have already watched this. Let me get everything and anything. I don't need this. I only need the hammer. Hammer. Lock it at the door. I'm gonna try and get everything that I can before everything else happens, or anything else happens. I don't remember anything being here. And those things were actually like locked on the other side. Give me that, shotgun shells, thank you so much. Let me reload, let me equip the hammer. Swing and a miss, swing and a miss. The elevator is already on this floor. Oh joy, oh joy. Nails, we love those. And let me get this thing. I know that I didn't need to equip it, but you know, breaking the law, breaking the law. There we go. Breaking the law, breaking the law. The wake room, the room that wakes up. I mean, I would be terrified if the room woke up, you know? I would be like, why does it wake up? Why does it wake up? Why is Woody there? Why is Woody there? People saying, why is Woody there? I've already read that. Moment of truth, everybody. Get the rubber hose, and then we can go get the thingy from the elevator. You do you, pal, you do you. Are you guys ready to see if the thing got actually fixed or not? Maybe actually opening up the arcade is what makes the thing, you know, be not functional. I actually doubt it, but I feel like I've already collected that thing. But, you know, it may have been another bug. Moment of truth, y'all. Moment of truth. Good, this dank ass game, eh? Finally being fixed. Has it been fixed? There we go. Okay, the elevator is already on this floor and it has power. So let me do this instead. Let's put this done. Inserting wire. Check. Cutting the rest of the wire. Check. I don't think there's anything else that I need to do here, so let me just see if it works. And we're going up, everybody. We have lifted up. Yippee! Okay, so the bug is actually like fixed in this version. We are going forward. So let's see. I don't think we have confirmation yet in which, you know, in which design they base Nautilus on. I just gonna go with the limp and say that it's just a giant shark. An enormous pipe organ towers over everything. Weep. And it goes beep. Can I not play the organ? I don't think so. I don't think I do. Nothing here, and nothing everywhere. Oh, we got some nails. Let me reload anything that I may need. I have not found any more ammunition for the crossbow. Maybe it's a one-shot only thingy. It could be. It could very well be. Anything else that we may be needing? Shotgun shells, we love those. Oh, it was a full charge. Oh, hi. Let me hit you with one of these. Shotgun, please. Fire, please. And that should do it. Did I kill all of y'all? Yes, I did. I almost... Well, I didn't quite almost die, but, you know, I risked my life for everything. So let me try and see if I can do the painkillers. I'm surprised that there's not a band, you know, called the Painkillers just yet. That's something that, you know, somebody has to fix ASAP. Also, I do wonder if the, the everything and anything has been done in particular with the enemy types. But yes, I'm not so sure what Nautilus is gonna be like. My guess is that it's gonna be a giant shark. And if that's the case, then that's gonna be cool. Or at least that's what I think. I'm fully expecting something to actually, like, fall down the glass door. It would be lovely. At least that's my idea of lovely. So anything else? No. I hope that the game lets me save before everything. It's the sacristy. Saint Sacristy. Forbidden, we love those. The game is indeed providing with things. I love those light particles. They don't really seem to do much, but they look cool. I can either go here or go there. Let me see what I can find over here. Someone was trying to perform a ritual. It's covered in blood, but there's no signs of a sacrifice. It's that time of the month, right? Shout out to all the queens going through it. Hello. Are you alright, mister? Hope I'm not, disturbing your thingy. But I unfortunately gotta get rid of you. First aid kit, thank you so much. I'm gonna be needing that, actually. I'm glad that they didn't put it between a very powerful enemy, because, even though, that's kind of the point of the thing, I'm just glad that, it's not something, that they be like, hee hee, you gotta use it now. Look at these glass windows, I love those. The puppet virus is complete. The puppet virus. The virus. Finally, the puppet virus is complete. Every twist, every inconvenience was all part of the design. Well done. Okay, your timing was impeccable. Now with the sect under my control and Nautilus's powers at my command, nothing stands in my way. Your mission is fulfilled, and now I must take care of you. I cannot risk the puppet beers falling into the hands of anyone else. And she got sacrificed. What a shame, what a shame. I have these acid test tubes. I don't know what they are used for, but I have them. I can save the game here. I guess it would be kinda quaint to leave it here. Just so that we won't, suffer a really short stream next stream. So I feel okay with just leaving it here, if that's okay with you guys. That way we can finish the game in the next stream. And then play something else on Sunday. I'm gonna think very hard. I'm gonna do a big think on what we could play after finishing this game, because we kind of need it.
Lucia is calling the shots right now, and she showed me the total power she has over Anna, making her meditate. And she warned me that if I want to save her, I have to go to the catacombs beneath the church.
The catacombs.
I'm sure it's a trap, but what choice do I have?
Yep, there's nothing else that we need to do. Or with that, we can do it. We can only try. There we go. Well, I'm gonna be leaving it here. I know that this is technically just the end of the game. I don't know how many bosses we have left. I don't know, how many things we have. All I know is that it's gonna take me a good while to actually finish the game. So that's how I'm gonna make things go. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here for you guys if that's okay. And I'm gonna come back on Friday so that we can finally finish this game. And then and only then we can start another one. Which game am I gonna start? I don't know. But we're gonna be playing something. And then I'm gonna go back to the schedule that I had at the beginning of the year, which was, weekdays are gonna be a game that I may be familiar with. Or maybe I'm gonna be doing like a first playthrough. And then Sundays are gonna be for very, very, very long games. So I may start something on Sunday. I don't know what, I don't really know what I'm gonna be starting, but I'm gonna be starting something. I had to be starting something. You know how it be. Anyways, thank you so much everybody for being here. Don't go yet. Let me see who I can raid. Who be live, huh? Who be do be live? Huh? Let us raid Matt the Rock. Matt the Rock is playing, you know, the Primordial Run, and he is playing Resident Evil Code Veronica. So if you guys love Code Veronica, then let us go and say hi to him. So there we go. Let us raid Matt the Rock. There we go. Have a lovely day, everybody. Have a lovely rest of your day. And I hope that you guys will have, you know, a nice middle of the week. I'm gonna see you guys on Friday again. You know, same hour and same game. But I'm gonna probably start another game that day, which is gonna be the game that we're gonna be starting on Sunday. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. Oh. Twitch.tv/Konga_Dunga_ There we go. Those are my links. I gotta clean my nose. I'm sounding very nasal now. I don't know. There we go. Tip of the day is, if you're gonna buy a gamepad, if you're gonna buy a controller from a brand that makes controllers, not that by a brand that makes consoles. There we go. Because they want you to buy those gamepads, you know, as soon as possible. So buy it from 8-Bit Dough, buy from from Gamester, buy from Amberneck. You guys know the whole drill. There we go. The cocodrille. Have a lovely day, everybody. I'm gonna see you guys on Friday. Bye bye. Say hi to Matt the Rock. Bye bye.